No one is more afraid of his father and his brother coming back than Liang. If the Wu family really snatched his dad and his brother back from Changbai Mountain, the first thing they must do is to help them retake Wei's pharmaceutical. Because the Wu family certainly didn't want to find it back, it was just a pair of pauper father and son. They even hoped that their allies could have stronger power. According to Wei's Pharmaceuticals, it is also a pharmaceutical company with a market value of several billion. If it cooperates with the Wu family, there may be more room for development. Therefore, Regnar only needs to get the father and son back and help them regain power. It is equivalent to an ally worth billions, and a diehard ally. Charlie believed that after Liang knew about this, he would do everything possible to stop Wu's actions. 10,000 steps back and said, even if the Wei family father and son really come back, it doesn't matter to Charlie. He has 10,000 ways to cool down the Wei family and his son instantly. If he wants, he can even ask Regnar to meet Marx directly. But that would be meaningless. People, if there are really no enemies, what fun is there in life? Since the Wu family wants to play, then he can play with them. After all, there is a big family with a scale of 200 billion, and there are really not many opportunities to be sandbags and practice. Maybe in the future, he will return to Eastcliff and face the Wade family that he doesn't know well. If he doesn't learn something about the rich struggle in advance, it will be really hard to deal with if there is any danger. Now is a good opportunity to practice the skin test. Charlie hung up the phone and returned to the place where he was shoveling the soil. Elaine couldn't wait to come over and asked, "Did you ask? What's the matter? Why did the stinky lady Horaya come back?" Charlie said to Elaine, "I asked on the phone just now, and that friend said that the black coal kiln over there went bankrupt, and it happened to have a new boss. All the workers ran away. Horaya probably took the opportunity to run out." Elaine said dejectedly, "How can you make the shameless woman run out? I'm angry just seeing her." Recalling that Horaya had set herself up, Elaine hated not only Horaya but also Charlie. Because Charlie forced Lian to donate all the money, including the money she lost to Lian. Originally speaking, she had a net worth of about 2 million, so Charlie, this kid, gave her all money at once. As long as before, Elaine thought of this, and pointed to Charlie's nose to scold him. But now, Elaine didn't dare to pretend to force Charlie. After all, he lives in his villa now, and his daughter is not facing her now, so this kid is no longer afraid of her. Charlie glanced at her and said lightly, "It is meaningless to ask why she can run out now. Now that people can live in the Thompson first class, it proves that they have a backer now, and you are fine. Don't provoke others. If we are bullied by them again, we may not be able to beat them." When Elaine heard this, she couldn't help but worry. But if she really lets herself clip her tail in front of their family in the future, she really can't accept it in her heart. Why? These people are obviously dying, so why can they survive? And it's so good. So, she gritted her teeth and said, "Charlie, if you want me to say that you might as well find an opportunity someday to beat up this family severely, it is best to interrupt all the legs of all 5 of them and let them stay in this villa every day. On a wheelchair." Charlie asked back, "If they are arrested, I will definitely go to jail." "I don't care, but if I go to jail and they block the door to beat you, what do you do?" As soon as Elaine heard this, she was shocked. She had to admit that Charlie made a lot of sense. The Wilson family itself is crowded and powerful. With Charlie, they probably wouldn't dare to come and provoke them, but if Charlie is not there, who else can protect them? Jacob? That old bastard is going to divorce her now, and he is probably eager to bully her. Besides, he is a wasteful person, his legs become weak when he sees his mother, and it is a daydream to expect him to help. So she could only sigh and said, "It seems that I will be neighbors with the Wilson family from now on. Your mother is really uncomfortable in heart." The Wilson family at this time was feeling stunned and shocked in the villa. Thompson Villa A04 has the same floor plan as A05, and the previous owner took a lot of effort to decorate it, which can be said to be very luxurious. After Mrs. Wilson opened the door and went in, she was stunned. The decoration style of this house is rather exaggerated, with a lot of use. It looks very luxurious golden decoration. The whole looks like a palace. the A05 where Charlie lives looks much more gorgeous. This is also because Solomon White knows that Charlie is relatively low-key, so when he renovated the villa, he deliberately used a not-so-assuming decoration style. On the other hand, A04 is a bit like high-end KTV, with a bit of exaggeration in luxury. However, the Wilson family themselves are flamboyant people, and they adore vanity, and more importantly, the family has no culture, so they prefer this kind of local gold decoration. After arriving in the living room, the Wilson family was completely stunned, and Mrs. Wilson was so excited that she burst into tears. Looking at it, she felt like a dream. The same goes for other people. Actually, none has never seen anything in the world. If they want to see Charlie's villa, they feel jealous, but unexpectedly, they have the life to live in the same villa, and more importantly, their own villa looks more luxurious than Charlie's villa.